15, 30 seconds. Hey guys, if you can hear me, type yes. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. Right on. Cool. Yeah. Hey guys, Dave Spinks from Real Supernatural here, and I'm here with my good buddy Steve Hummel. What's up, brother?
How you
Good.
doing?
Thanks for having me again. Yeah, man, it's been a while. Got some cool new stuff here at the archive of the Afterlife. Tell them about it.
A few new items since the last time you've been here. We'll say the best for last.
Tell them where we're at first, because they don't know.
We're in the archive of the Afterlife, the National Museum of the Paranormal, here in Moundsville, West Virginia, and the historic Sanford Elementary, which is now known as the Sanford Community Center.
And what place recently you moved?
Yeah, we relocated the museum from Jefferson Avenue to here at 3rd and Cedar, 1600 3rd Street's the address. Check it out on TripAdvisor or Facebook. We specialize in, originally it was pretty much anything paranormal, oddities, macabre, but it's kind of grown into militaria, historical items. We have a strand of Marilyn Monroe's hair all the way to a couple strands of hair from Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen.
Okay, before you go into all that, I want to pick your brain a little bit.
Okay.
What do you feel, what's your personal theory on spirits being attached to personal items?
I'm a strong believer in that. For me, I believe in a trifecta. For me, I believe in angels, demons, residual energy. That's pretty much what it's boiled down to. However, I believe that there's always a possibility for exceptions, which people identify with as intelligent entities and stuff like that. But perfect example, the way I believe into it, this is in layman's terms. Basically, if I have a pitcher of water, there's a table, you pour the water over the table, most of the water goes to the floor. The residual aspect of that pitcher of water is what's left on top of is the dam that's on top of the table.
That's an interesting theory. I like that. That's pretty good.
I believe anything has the potential of having someone's residual imprint, imprinted on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and who knows how many years some of these people own these items, and they were very attached to those items in life. Why wouldn't they be in death?
And one thing I've really been kind of going into, I myself am an empath. I'm very sensitive. One thing I find myself doing is going to rummage sales, yard sales, and antique shops, places like that. You have so many heirlooms, that are in these places, and literally, if you have any amount of sensitivity, to the spirit realm, you go into places like that, you're going past items that, like you said, someone cherished, someone loved these items. So that was one of the main things I wanted to do with this museum. Is not really to compete with other museums of its nature, but to add to it, make my contribution to the paranormal, society. Yeah. So we do have some what I call abnormal artifacts. Those are items that I've purchased that I picked up of vibes off of. Mm-hmm. We have a little section over there actually behind the camera of them. Military-wise, up here behind us.
We'll go around with the camera here and everything. Tell the folks watching what are some of the strange things that's happened. Even in the old building and this building with some of these artifacts that you had.
Well, in the old building, there was residual energy with the building. We kind of amplified it when I started moving my haunted items into it. And likewise here at the school, the community center now. The school already was charged. This is probably, I'm not saying but it's one of the most active areas in the Ohio Valley. It's kind of new to the paranormal scene, if you will. Only a few groups have been in here since I started kind of spearheading overnight investigations here. I'm on the board here, board of directors. But everyone who's came here has got something.
Including me. It's my second time here. Yep.
Anything from doors opening and closing. We just heard one when Dave was setting up his the live feed. And anything from footsteps, shadows. He and I both have seen them the same night. Two different areas.
Yeah, and that was like several years ago when we saw that.
Children laughing. I think a lot of it, though, just for the city of Moundsville, but we're on the school pretty much right now. A lot of it dates back to BC era of time. This basically, if you would take the city limits of Moundsville and go way back before any white settlers even came through here, you had between 7 to 10 burial mounds just within the city limits. Everyone knows about the 65-foot mound right across from the penitentiary. Mm-hmm. My home away from home, that's where I've worked for almost 10 years now.
Yep.
But up where we're at in this area of Moundsville, this is the area where you had a bulk of those other small formations, land formations or mounds. This whole area was buried.
It was basically, this city was built on top of a Native American city. Or mounds.
Pretty much, yeah.
A sacred area for the Native Americans.
And they don't know if illness wiped them out. They don't know if another tribe wiped them out, or they just picked up and left. It's hard to tell. It's hard to say what actually happened to them. But this school, very active since I moved the museum into it. Everyone kind of stays to their own area, but it brings the aspect of energy into the equation. So it's a very, very active area.
Yeah, it's cool, man, and. I really dig stuff like this. It's another aspect of the paranormal when you go into these possibly haunted artifacts. People's personal belongings. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. It makes perfect sense to me, though. Common sense says, if someone was really attached to an item, and when they were alive, why wouldn't
Especially military items.
Yeah, military.
That have seen, battle.
With that being said, I'm going to follow you around with the camera, and you can... show off some of your stuff in here. Let me just make sure everybody can hear and everything.
Okay.
Everyone here. Okay, cool. Everything's 5 by 5, brother.
What's your another cord to go out on you?
Yeah, then we'd be in trouble. All right, I'm going to follow Steve around with the camera. He's going to show you some of the artifacts in this awesome museum he's got here.
Okay. One of the newer ones we have right here is the American Red Cross nurse's gown. This came from a previous governor of West Virginia, Arch Moore's estate. This was his wife's. And if you notice, like right here, there are bloodstains still on it. This came right out of a storage container from the estate sale. My good friend Michelle, she has an antique shop here in town, so she always keeps her eyes out for items that I'm looking for.
And what happened earlier?
Yeah. We were doing some Hack Shack, Ghostbox Radio, just messing around. Unfortunately, the camera wasn't running. And we, I think you said, can you make one of the uniforms move? And I was looking back here, and I noticed this one, when we came in here, was actually facing this way. And then when we look back here, it was already moved this way. And we didn't see it move, but it was just moving pretty much as it is right now.
Yeah, just real
and
easy.
Nothing else, not even the flag, not even the BDUs, nothing was moving here. So there's no air current.
Yeah, so that's, kind of weird. And along with some weird noises we were hearing, it sounded like someone opened and slammed the door downstairs, too.
Yeah, that was loud. We have metal doors. It's not hard to mistake what you're hearing. It travels through the entire building.
Cool.
Up here, this is what we call the Unknown Marine. Now, I'm not sure. This came from a friend of mine, Jeremy Harrison. He has a Helping Heroes organization. They help homeless veterans. A collector gave this to him, and the collector only provided 6 names of who possibly that these items belong to, but the way the story goes, the Marine was wearing at least the boots, from what we know of, when he lost his life in Desert Storm.
The first Desert War.
Yeah, the first Desert War.
Yeah.
This is from Vietnam.
As you guys know, it's near and dear to my heart. I am a veteran of 9 years, and I support anything to do with veterans, so,
Got some older items here. These aren't really haunted. These are just German funeral cards from World War I and World War II.
Yeah, which is creepy. All these guys are dead, of course. It's World War I and II, but they were probably killed in battle.
You're talking 1943, 1944. Nothing past 1945.
So you can see all the pictures of the different guys there.
Now back in that corner there's 2 white garments hanging up. That's a hospital gown. You're good. And the one to your left is a light restraint jacket from Massillon State Hospital.
Yeah.
That's from the psychiatric department. Head over here, couple of our other items here.
Yeah.
I'll get a couple of these.
There's some new acquirements here, right?
Yeah. Now, the 2 here I want to show you, these came from Lithuania. A collector of mine hooked me up with these. These are German helmets right out of the trenches World War II. 1, 2, 3 bullets, exits,
holes.
and exit over here. So that guy had a bad day.
Yeah.
Up here. And then right here, this one, no bullet holes. You have where a shrapnel crack hit it. Right up through.
Let me get a light on it.
You got her.
There we go.
There you go. Right up through here. The shrapnel hit. Now the other one, there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually pretty good shape. It's a Luftwaffe combat helmet. So these were obviously present during someone's.
Those were dug out of trenches, correct?
Yeah, right out of the trenches.
Yeah.
It's a death mask of John Dillinger, of course not active.
Yeah, that's a death mask of John Dillinger.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my second time at this museum, and first time here in the new building, but I had some pretty crazy stuff happen the first time on some of these artifacts he's got in here.
Now right over here, another newer item. Get the top off.
This
Pardon
is
me.
creepy right here.
It's not, I don't, I go cost efficient when I do displays for right now until I start getting more money in.
Don't worry about that.
But this right here is, we call the Abandoned Hospital 666 Bible. The story about it's right over here. But long story short, the kid was down in college around Huntington. And they went into the Morris Memorial School for Crippled Children on May 16th. Found this Bible in one of the rooms, opened to page 666. Now his friend took the angel figurine, he kept the Bible. Got home from school, laid the Bible up on the mantle. Within 3 days, he had 2 blown tires, the family cat died, and his dog got really, really sick. One of the weirdest things that did happen, though, with it was one night he let his dog out to do his business. Then the dog ran to the back of the yard, and I guess if you branch off to your right in the yard, there's a part of the yard he can't see from the back porch. Like an L shape is the house, and so on and so forth. Dog started barking. He starts walking out to see what the dog was barking about because it seemed like the dog was very irritated. As he got halfway to that point where the dog was at, the dog turned around, started running back toward him, ran past him, went in the house. Said he went around the corner to look, and he saw 4 to 5 human shadow figures standing in the yard. Goes back into the house, closes and locks it, goes to the far end of the house to look down through the window at the yard. Nothing's out there. There aren't even footprints in the grass. And then that's when the weird thing started happening. He started hearing something whispering his name once in a blue moon throughout the house. So he came in, he left his name anonymous. Even now I forget his name. I wrote it down. I don't know off the top of my head. So if you do come in here to read, wherever you see like a bunch of X's, that's where his name was at in the account. But the weird thing I thought of, right here on top of 667, there was actually scorch marks like someone might have had a candle or something.
Yeah, you can see him
Did
right
some kind
there.
of ritual or something above it.
Yeah, that's weird.
I do know when I first touched the Bible, before I did a blessing over it, and I rarely ever get sick investigating. I've dealt with demon stuff my whole life. My little brother had a run-in with it. I had a run-in with it. It's one of the main reasons I'm into paranormal is to help people get rid of that. But when I first touched the Bible, I had a knot in my stomach. Something wasn't right.
Yep.
But we do multiple blessings throughout the month. My friend's Celtic, so it gets a Celtic blessing. I'm Protestant, it gets a Christian blessing. Either way, it's covered. Big creme de la creme right here.
Yeah.
This I acquired a few months ago. This is the long-lost execution cap to Old Sparky here at the former West Virginia State Penitentiary. This was used for 9 executions. 9 men lost their life while wearing that piece. And more than likely, the way it's made, it was made at the prison. Just like the chair was made at the prison. You see your copper contacts on every point. There's 2 on the front, leather loops and leather strap around.
So it's just 9, and there's a lot more guys executed.
85 by hanging.
85 by hanging, then they went over.
Last 9 of the 94 were executed in Old Sparky.
And that's what was on their head, folks, right there.
And shanks confiscated from the facility right here.
Yeah.
And shackles from the late 1890s.
Yeah, this is all the pen stuff he's got over here from the West Virginia pen. It's right down the road from
the bed right here, we got evidence from last time.
Yeah.
We had K2 spikes off of either or the front 2 posts.
Yeah,
That.
It was off the chain on that bed.
So it's hard to tell what happened on it. Mm-hmm. The door here is from the prison. The other door over here is from our sheriff's department they tore down. So I bugged them for a good 3 days till they ate me one of the cell doors. So I don't care if I have to carry it to the shop. It's coming home with me. One of the most active pieces, that you probably saw when you were here last, though, is Annie. Multiple times of communication have been made with her while investigating with Dave here, and also with my teammates Dave Gear and Ryan Zackrell.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, we talked to her a few minutes ago before we started
Yeah.
up the feed and everything, and it said that was, we don't know if it was her, but it said both our names, said her name.
I think there was multiple
multiple
ones in here.
Yeah, it was pretty trippy.
Down there, a little story with the foot book.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, that's from the scene of a quadruple homicide. There's actually bloodstains on the cover because one of the four, unfortunately, was a 2-year-old little girl named Nasira. We made communication with her. Of course, we leave the bunny in there with her. And we encourage anybody, if they think of it, if they ever do visit, to bring a toy forward. We'll put it in the case with her. So yeah, that's pretty much the dime sword.
Yeah, and you know,
other than the original stuff that was here, last time you were here.
I'll come over here and he's got a whole collection of death masks. Or is it life masks or death masks? Life masks.
You see it?
Yeah, I got a light on the camera here. This is a Marlon Brando and Heath Ledger right there.
Mm-hmm.
And these are what, copies of other masks made?
They're resin copies.
Resin copies, yeah. Boris Karloff.
And my favorite's Hitchcock.
Hitchcock, yeah. Look at that. Buster Keaton, Gregory Peck. So there's some cool stuff in here, guys. Abe Lincoln down there.
Two different ones.
Two different ones, yeah. See him right there on the left. George Washington. And who's the ones on the right? No name tag on those.
Oh, that's me and that's my buddy Ryan.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what was over there.
Cool,
my
man.
friend Tammy, she went to school at the University of Tennessee, and she was into forensics, so she brought her kid up one of our get-togethers, and we got my mask made. So some poor bastard 20 years from now is going to get it. Who the hell are these people?
So this, tell them about this table here.
The embalming table,
Yeah.
and actually the embalming pump came from the same funeral home in New Martinsville, Imes Funeral Home. And this table is kind of personal for me because my great-grandfather, Walter Jennings, was more than likely prepared on here. So it's one of the reasons I wanted to get this. One, I always wanted an embalming table, but two, this was being used as a Halloween prop, and I think it's disrespectful to take something that, serviced many different people and then use it for entertainment purposes. So while I'm alive, this one's not going to get used for that.
Yeah, so, a lot of cool stuff in here, and you just saw a little tiny tidbit of it.
There's
So
some dolls over there. Huh?
yeah, some creepy
Now,
dolls.
the little Lydia doll, I will say, on the right.
Far right, upper.
This happened here.
Which one?
The one down there, the little Lydia doll, the little hexagonal glass top shelf.
Oh, right there. Okay, Lydia.
A lady left here because she instantly felt nauseous while looking at her.
Really?
Now, I never felt anything bad off her. Now, Ashton, that's another story.
Oh, there's also a piece of Marilyn Monroe's hair over here, too, correct?
What about that little guy right there?
Yep, right there's a little tiny one. It's right here. It's really hard to see because of the lighting, but
Can we turn that light on?
yeah, turn it off, see if I can get it.
Yeah, get you got your light on there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta hang it a little bit.
Oop. Let's see here. Yeah, it's too dark. Anyway, it's right there in that square, I promise you. So, some cool stuff in here, man. There's a picture of her, and
And that little diamond shape right there is actually a swatch of silk stocking she ended wore. The first little things I got. So originally I was going to get a strand of her hair, and I sold it before I got the money for it, so I ended up buying that. Then, a year later, another one came available, and I bought it.
yeah, some cool stuff, man.
It's coming along. If anyone's watching, of course, is more than welcome to come visit anytime.
Mourning jewelry when people died.
Post-mortem over here.
Yeah. So
I'm getting a good bit of it. I got a good bulk purchase on it.
just imagine, folks, the blood that traveled through that hose and into that container.
That would have been the
Or that
fluid.
would have been the fluid going
Blood
into
would have
them.
went out this way.
The blood went out
Yeah.
there, and then the embalming fluid would have came out the hose into the body.
Because back in the day, most of the time they just put it right down into the main sewage line.
Yeah. Yeah, that's creepy stuff. So cool. All right, we're going to go lights out here in a minute and do a little session, see what we can get. And then a little bit later, I'm going to do some stuff in if you look through that door right there, that goes straight into Sanford School. So going to be do some sessions out there where I had a run in with a shadow figure last time I was here. This school has been on TV for other paranormal investigators having experiences as well. So some pretty cool stuff. So stand by a few. Let me reset and recharge here. I got to make a couple of adjustments on the camera lighting and stuff. So. Yeah, if I can just keep it like that, it'll be fine. I don't need that until I go out in the school anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because longer distance and whatnot.
Right.
So go into mute for a second. So stand by, get your coffee, your drinks, whatever. Back live.
I'm on airplane mode, so my phone's off.
Yeah, just be careful because it'll suck the signal. We'll be
Oh,
shut
no,
down.
that's why I put airplane mode on.
All right, I'm gonna start off with a little ghost box, a little hack shack. I had the Ovilus 5 on when I was setting up, guys, and it said focus 20 min and passed, like someone passed by or passed away. I did an earlier K2 sweep to no success. We got no EMF other than from the lights up in the ceiling, which really is normal. So Nothing on the objects, which is really weird because last time it went crazy. So. Okay, the spirit that we were talking to, or spirits earlier, I told you we're going to come back and talk to you, so now's your chance to tell us whatever you need to tell us. And I'd like to ask you a few questions, and hopefully you'll tell us what you want to tell us. So is Annie still here with us, yes or no? Can you speak a little clearer, please? Yeah? Do you remember me from the first time I was in the other museum? The other building? I feel like something's behind me, Steve. Like where that where that dress is at? That nurse's dress. Are you standing behind me by the nurse's gown?
Yes.
Yeah, I said yes. Is one of your personal possessions in this museum, yes or no? Something that you wore, something that you own. What's the man's name that owns this museum? Can you tell me that? You know him. Steve. There you go. Thank you. Now, who just said that? Who answered that question? Come on. Who just said Steve? I'm sure he'd like to know who you are saying his name. Is there anything you need to tell Steve? That was kind of weird. Say why?
Why what?
Black. What are you trying to say? Why? Why what? He wants to know why you said why. Can you tell us what item in here you're attached to, if any?
Can you maybe try the device over here on the pump?
Yeah, or this one. You can touch.
Yeah, either one.
You can touch that. You can touch this one here. I want you to talk on this device too so you can hear your own voice. So you can hear your voice. Can you do that?
Are you a service member?
Something, yeah. Were,
Could you repeat?
what the hell?
What the heck was that?
That's a whistle. Beep beep. Were you an officer at the pen? Had the whistle for
I have a
blowing.
whistle over here.
Do you really? Yeah. Said yeah, dude.
I have a small whistle made at the prison.
Can you blow that whistle again, please? I've never heard anything like that come across here.
This one definitely gets some chill going on here.
That sounded, was that German?
Yeah.
Is there a German in here with us that wore one of those helmets?
I don't even know how to say it. Like, sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah, that's right.
Weird, that kind of quiet. 2 seconds after that.
Can you tell me the German word for ghost? In German. Say that again, loud and clear. You know what it is?
Really weird, like I had in my imagination, obviously, like almost since that door opened. The thing when you said that, I was like,
Still can't get over that whistle though.
I know. I have a small, like a little whistle over there. It's in a little jar.
Oh, that was German.
Yeah.
If there's any officers or inmates from the pen here, make your presence known.
You could get the card and start asking their names eventually.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Give them flashlights and all that.
Yeah, I'll give them.
That would go along with the theory of sympathetic magic.
Yeah.
Even an item, you know, a picture might be able to be a conduit, like a way for them to communicate. So, go for try.
Who's here with us right now? I am. How's a woman or a child? Are you a child or a young woman? Can you tell me your name? Are any of you on these pictures of these cards? If so, tell us your name so we can find what you look like.
We got Will.
Will? Can you say it a little clearer?
You bet. That sounded like.
Yeah, that's what it did sound like.
There's 2 Ludwigs.
What's your last name?
Is your last name Barkai? Or is it Sure?
What? That's crazy.
Ward.
Yeah, it said war. Did you die in, what war did you die in? 1 or 2? What war did you die in? 1 or 2? Just say the number.
So camp?
Okay. I'm going to turn this box off in a minute if you don't try to use it a little better, okay? We'll try something else. Use that white noise, use that energy, use the battery's energy. Can you tell me your first name loud and clear, 1 time? No. Why not? That was a woman, man. Do you want to talk with us? Yes or no? Yeah. That had an accent. That was a German.
Yeah.
Okay, the man with the German sounding accent, can you tell us your name, please?
German.
It said German, didn't it?
Yeah. What's your name? The German male. Deutschland. That guy. What's your name? You have to use all the energy you can to come through that.
Who was the Fuhrer?
Andy, are you here? Annie Ledger, DeGarmo, are you here?
Okay, I'm going to turn this box off for a minute and try something else. Okay?
So there's a lot of different ones, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This might be one of the first times anyone's used like a ghost box radio in here too, so it might be something new for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think I used it last time, but not in here.
Right.
Okay, we have this toy for you to play with. All you have to do, come over here and touch it. Come near it, and it'll set off all neat little lights for you. Same with this one. You touch it, and the lights will light up. Or you can come close to this one over here, and it'll say words. So if there's any spirits that want to play with those, feel free. And let us know.
Excuse me. Put your flashlight by your drink.
Alright. If there's anyone that's attached to this embalming table, can you please touch one of those devices right there? I'm gonna check the signal and everything over here. See what we look at. Yeah, cool.
Still look good?
I'd really like to communicate with you, whoever's here, and we know you're here. We know there's spirits in here attached to these items. Steve's here every day, right, Steve?
Pretty much.
And I know you've talked to him before, probably numerous times. I don't get to come up here very often, and I'd appreciate it if you communicate with me.
Yeah, he's looking forward to coming up here to talk with you guys.
Yeah.
So obviously he's good. I'll vouch for him. He's not here to disrespect you or anything. He just wants to know what you have to say. He wants to know your story.
While you're here still. And what keeps you here? Your personal items, are you stuck here, or you have unfinished business? What's the deal? Why are you still here? No EMF whatsoever as of yet, which is really weird because this table went absolutely bonkers last time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a rim pod.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Get to something else you can do is you can just tap on the table like that and let us know you're here. There we go. All
right.
Now look, we got you some more toys. You can make the lights go crazy.
Whoa.
Okay. Turn it off.
Just back away from it.
Okay.
Can you come back closer to it now?
We count to 3.
1, 2, 3. It wasn't the table, was it? Like,
Made it. Oh. No. Could be. It's affecting it, isn't it?
a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe that thing's not acting. That thing may not be acting right, man.
That's a little bit different than Ryan's. I was trying to push it sideways on it. It's a button.
Yeah, it's just a little button. That's like one of the real first ones that came. I mean, it's old. See, I'm not moving.
Yeah, that's how you were moving. Light them up all the way. Grab a hold of it. Both hands.
Turn it off. Well. Now, when we count to 3, I want you to turn it back on. Or grab it. 1, 2, 3. Do it now. Okay. You gotta commit. That's the only way we know if it's real. Yeah, it's not
nothing there.
No. Well, you got close to it.
Yeah. So I mean, here. You spin it again. So that was me like really trying to do that too.
Yeah.
So sit it down and walk away.
Okay. Let's try this again. We need you to try to really do it when we count because.
We lost a degree.
Did we?
That temperature going from 68 to 67.
Yeah. That's how we know it's really you. If we count to 3 and you touch it and turn and quit touching it on command. So, 1, 2, 3. Touch it now. What's that humming? Did you hear that? I just heard like a disembodied hum right behind my left ear.
Yeah, I can't tell if it was there.
Is there something outside?
I don't know. There's a vehicle backing up.
I heard it sound like That's what I heard.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. It must have been real close to the back of your ear then.
It was like, it felt like it came from right there somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine sounded kind of like wind. It didn't sound like a hum, so I didn't hear that, unfortunately.
If you're in the wheelchair, can you knock one of those papers over? That'd be cool to see, wouldn't it, Steve?
Yeah. I got $2 for an extra frame. Don't worry about it.
You don't have to break it, just,
No.
knock it down, but not on the floor or whatever. Well, what's that? What's this deal right here?
What's that?
Is it that face.
Oh, I found that. I can't remember where I got it. Just like
I thought it had something to do with the picture there.
Nah, just creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy. Everything looks creepier in night vision too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're backed off. Hey, did you see that?
Yeah,
it just took a vibration hit.
Did it?
We weren't anywhere near that
I'm
table.
in flip-flops, so I mean, it's not me.
Well, you got to stomp.
I just think that's one.
Oh, wait a minute. There's no way that's setting that off.
There has to be a loose wire.
Well, you saw me stomp and it didn't go off.
Yeah.
That didn't go off. It picked it up on the geo rod.
Right.
I don't know, dude. Any spirits that wish to communicate, now's the time. We're here to listen. A lot of people watching too that want to hear and see.
Anybody here from the pen? Anybody attached to the shanks? Or maybe the execution cap? Elmer Brunner, are you here? If you are, could you go over to the table? Maybe touch the device on the table, or maybe Hewitt. You got Fred Painter, Harry Burdett, Larry Fudge. Hey, Linger, are you here? Any of you guys who executed an old Sparky who wore that cap? Could you go over to the table over here and touch one of the devices or activate one of the devices? Can you do that? We want to know your story.
For the people watching too. Oh, wait a minute.
There we go. If you are guilty, step away. If you are innocent, grab a hold of that with both hands and make those lights go off. All of them. Okay. Were you Fred Painter? If so, quickly touch that and step away from it. I'm trying to remember all the names. Are you Harry Burdett? Touch it, walk away from it. Are you Elmer Brunner? Touch it and walk away from it if it's you. Your last name is Hewitt. Can you touch the device and walk away from it if it's you? Is your last name Ingram? If so, touch it, walk away from it. Is your last name Linger? That's you? Touch it, walk away with it. Walk away from it. Crap, I forget the last three.
Huh?
Forget the last three.
That's alright.
That was still pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Temperature staying the same.
Yeah. Had that one drop there when the device took a hit, but other than that, it's not done much.
And the Ovilus 5 hasn't done much either.
No.
It says 3 words. It's still.
If there's any spirits that belong to the school out there, or for whatever reason, come on in here, communicate with us. Guys, just to let you know, if the camera goes black, that just means I have to do a battery change, so just be patient and I'll change the battery. It won't be for a while though, hopefully.
Yeah.
Unless the spirits start draining the battery.
Well, I tell you what, this last video we posted for PQ at the Strand, I've never seen it happen. I'm not saying it's never happened. But we had a battery change we had to do, right? And the battery was on the charger.
Now, see, I banged the table and it didn't go off
Right.
when I set that down there. You have to really,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you punch it, of course, it's going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But the battery, we changed it to, this was on the charger for at least half an hour, 40 minutes. So we should have at least 30 to 40 minutes of usage. It had 4 minutes. Weird thing is, 10 seconds drops to 1 minute. And after that, it stayed on 1 minute of charge for over half an hour. The next morning, we got up, or Ryan and Dave got up because Dave crashed at his house. Turn the camera on, same battery, 40 minutes of time.
That's weird, man.
But the weird thing is, when I said to the point, I said, whatever it is, I think it's letting it stay on so we can have closure. After I said that, within 8 seconds, it shut the camera off. Literally clicked off. Battery finally kicked out on it.
Well, now's your chance to do something.
Anyone here connected to some of these items down here on the shelves? What about, we call her Lola here. This is the one I kind of picked up on before. What about her? This is her right here. Actually, we'll put it on the...
I need something to prop up under this
Oh,
back
a book?
end. Yeah, something I can set it up here for a few minutes so I can say hi in the chat room and whatnot.
Here this one. An idea. Take this book here.
Perfect. All right.
There you go.
Cool. All right, we're going to step back and let you check out those toys. All right? So feel free to mess around with them, do whatever you got to do. Oh.
You said we're giving you your space. I wish we would have got the hospital frock movie. On camera.
Yeah, I know, that was freaky. So I'm going to give some shout outs. My mods, Crystal Triplet, she's been modding for me for a long time, and I just added Bobby. Regina Shore, Midnight in Morada. PJ Dempsey. If you want to shout out, guys, just type in the chat. Thanks to all those that are watching that are not in the chat, so that's cool. Appreciate you guys stopping in on your Friday night. And check out Steve's Facebook and all that. And Steve, tell them what the name of your group is so they can check out your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, it's just go to YouTube, and then once you get to the search bar, no spacing at all. Type in Paranormal Quest DRS Dave Ryan Steve. So again, Paranormal Quest DRS.
Cool. Yeah, they do good work, guys. Check them out. AG Stacker, hey, thanks for stopping in. Cindy Price. PJ Dempsey, I don't know if I said that one yet. Regina. Chipper, hey Chipper. Please share the links, guys, too. I didn't get a chance to share because I was having problems with the feed. D. Duran, thanks. Hey Jackie. I'm going to share this link here in a second. Oh, so PJ Dempsey says very familiar with the Paranormal Quest team. Cool.
Oh,
so you got a
nice.
fan in there.
Cool.
Frank Panion, hey, what's
Thank
up?
you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
cool. Yeah, they do good work, guys. Check them out. They've been around a while like me on YouTube and stuff. You know, unfortunately I lost my first channel due to some haters and whatnot, but you know, that's not going to stop me.
Sometimes you gotta trim the fat off.
That's right, that's right. So,
It's like a nice big steak.
and it actually did me a favor, believe it or not. This channel was way better and it's going to be bigger than the first one, so.
There you go.
Cool. Thanks for sharing it. I gotta get this one. Yeah, and if you're ever up in Moundsville, come and check out Steve's museum.
Yeah, it's actually free admission.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Tuesday through Saturday, 1 to 6. You ever coming up and just have any questions before you come up, just hit me up on Facebook Messenger. It's the easiest way. I'm always on.
And tell them, you didn't say nothing about the event coming up, man.
Oh, yeah. We, I changed the name of it. I did a little Paracon a few times back called Earthbound, but this one's called Grave City Paracon. And we're going to have some of the best speakers coming in, covering pretty much all aspects of the paranormal. It's pretty cheap to get in, just $5 a person. We're going to have some vendors here as well. Dave's going to be speaking, and you're going to have David Weatherly and what was the other guy again?
Sean Austin on Demon Files.
I'm bad with names, so it'll take me a couple times.
It's all right.
And then Kristen Lee will be here, and then good friend of mine, Susan Shepard. She does Haunted Parkersburg walking tours. Great lady. I finally got to meet her in person at the last year's Mothman Fest. And we got Nick White.
Mm-hmm.
Nick White.
He was on the Bell Witch show.
Yep. So it's going to be a great time. It's going to be very informative, very laid back, very at ease, if you will, and just promoting unity in the paranormal field. That's what we want to do.
You know? Yeah, absolutely. And, I'm sure there'll be some more people probably added to your list as well.
We're up to 9 speakers already.
That's awesome. There'll be vendors and there'll be, all kinds of stuff going down. It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be fun.
And then, isn't there some actual public investigations? Correct, right? Whoop. There'll be some public investigations. Where are they going to be at?
They'll be here at the school, and I'm going to open up the museum.
Awesome.
And it's $5 to get into the event for the speakers, the vendors, and all that jazz, and then additional $15 per person to do the overnight, which will be from around, depending on pretty much whenever the speakers get done, give people a chance to kind of get some food. We'll have a little vendors table set up, and from that point till about 5 in the morning, we're going to see if we can commune with some of the spirits here in the museum, and hopefully Miss Sanford, the first principal of the school, and whoever else might still be here roaming the halls.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good time, man. There'll be some good people here, and
there's big plans for next year's already.
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure all the bases are covered for it. So, I want the Grave City Paracon to grow and be successful, and keep people not just entertained but informed, and again, bring everyone together. That's what it's all about. Kind of weird that tables be quiet.
it was last time. It was just off the chain, but you'll have that when you're investigating the paranormal. One time something goes nuts and it's dead the next time, or vice versa. You just never know what you're going to get.
And the one thing with Annie, because the original way I communicated with her is I made a makeshift pendulum. And the funny thing is, she'll communicate with other pendulums as well, but it's always whenever I use the little string and key that I have, she's always I think more engaged with it, more out of nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
Just a crazy story how I ended up, how I found the picture and then how I almost lost it. When I went back to get it once the museum was open. It was crazy. Did I ever tell you about that?
Yeah, tell the story.
All right. Well, before I opened the museum, I always went up to Antiques on the Market in Wheeling, and one particular visit, I noticed her picture, and I knew from the get-go there was something about the picture because I just was drawn to it like a magnet. I couldn't avoid it, and I knew I liked it, and I knew I really wanted it. But at the time, I just didn't have anywhere for it. And then once I opened the museum some months later, I knew instantly right then and there I wanted that picture. I wanted her picture for the museum because I wanted to see if any of the guests, my guests that came in, actually felt the same thing. Picked up off the same energy. And so I went up to get it, and the whole vendor was gone.
Wow.
vacant and everything, not even a speck of dust it seemed. And then I was really down and out about it. Like I really got depressed because I really felt like I was supposed to have that picture. Like, you know, she was talking to me from that picture. And a few visits later, I was up there making a payment on some World War II items. And I always look around the other vendors. They have probably like 30 vendors in there. And I went back towards the area where the vendor used to be, and I still noticed a big empty space. But as I rounded the corner and kind of looked back towards against the back wall where the vendor was at, no joke, the only thing was there was her picture.
Wow.
And it was never there the other time I visited that store.
How weird is that?
So I bought it right then and there. And since then, she's made communications with REM pod, pendulum, through dowsing. And one of the most amazing things happened. My friends Kevin and Nicole started ghost hunting and bought some used ghost hunting equipment. And they wanted me to show them how to use it. You know, they had a hack shack and a ghost box radio. Right there in the
Yeah, it was.
and a digital voice recorder and some stuff like that. So let's go set up in the blue room. That's where we had a lot of the items in the old location. So we turned the ghost box radio on, let it start running through the through the white noise, and put the recorder on. And at one point, I asked, "Who's in here with us?" To that extent, and we heard a little girl's voice go, "Hi," above the white noise. Obviously, it wasn't part of any of the suite, you know.
Yeah.
And I asked again, "Who's in here with us?" To that extent, and God's my witness, crystal clear, Class A, and a middle-aged woman's voice. You hear Annie.
Huh.
It was. We heard it today. It was 10 times clearer than that, and it's like she was standing right next to us. And the funny thing is, I wasn't even thinking of the picture. I was just in there, put a couple items on the cases, and was kind of running through it. And that came through, and it was nothing short of amazing for me. Like it actually brought me to tears.
Wow.
Now,
what are the odds? I mean, that's some weird stuff,
Yeah. And one of the coolest things, and actually, if they go to the PQ site, Paranormal Quest DRS site, and look up the episode Finding Annie, we wanted to make communications with her, and that's where we actually had her trip to REM pod. But the thing is, like most cases when you're investigating, we didn't pick it up because we were changing batteries and charging batteries and so on. We were going through the EVP. We did a abandonment technique we always do. We let the cameras run, the gear run. We lock up and leave for about an hour. Just let them do their thing, And we were looking at Ryan's... What's that?
The stream just went weird. Let me know if the picture goes bad, guys, or anything. It dropped down from green to yellow a little bit, but
Okay.
I don't know what happened. It's still okay. I mean, it looks
Okay.
alright, but I don't like when it goes down to yellow.
And we were going through the sound file. So we replaced batteries, charging batteries, dumping footage to get it over with. And Dave's to my left, Ryan's to my right, so I'm staying in the middle where the counter was, where the bar was at in the building. And I see this huge blip on the sound file, and I said, wouldn't that be cool if that was the REM pod going off? So we were about a minute away from it. And then no more than a few seconds after I said that, Dave and Ryan started freaking out. They said they heard a woman laugh, disembodied laugh. I couldn't hear it because I had a sound, one of those earbuds in my left ear. Well, Dave, being it to my left, had an earbud in his right ear. Now, his left ear was exposed, and Ryan had both ears exposed. So they heard the sound come from our left. So I couldn't hear it because my left ear was plugged up with the headphone, the earbud. And it was a woman laughing. Ironically enough, after we checked the street, up and down the street, no one's there. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's butt cold outside. And we went back in.
Back up to green now. Cool. It's just fluctuating a little bit. No big deal. Sorry to interrupt you.
I want to make sure. And we kind of went back on the sound file because we didn't pause it. And lo and behold, right about when I said that, then of course we heard the disembodied voice, which was not recorded, unfortunately. And it played up to that big blip on the sound bar, and then the REM pod hit 3 lights out of 4. So what we get from that is Annie knew we were going to hear her make contact. Because we were purposely, directly going to communicate with her, which was what we wanted to do. So she was laughing out of joy, what we get, because it wasn't malevolent, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
There's no bad vibe at all. It was charged to the max, but not bad. And I think she was happy we think she was happy that she knew we were going to hear her make communication with us.
Yeah.
And it was just, I started crying because it was so emotional for me. She's pretty much like it's family. You know what I mean? Because she spoke to me from the picture, from that shot, from the get-go, and she was in the museum within the first year we opened.
Oh, wow.
So that was November 2011. So let's say beginning of 2012. You know, it's what 2007. It's 5 years, ish. You know,
Yeah, that's
it's
crazy.
just it's just family. You know, it's weird being protective. You know, I get protective with the items in here because they might as well be. You know,
Yeah,
they might as well be
absolutely.
family. And I don't. That's one thing I don't do either is keep anything bad in here. You know, if it, like the 666 Bible that came in. You know, I prayed over that the very first instant I put it on display.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting up with that crap. You know, I don't need that kind of drama in my life.
Yeah, that's, that's
I
crazy.
mean, that's what I went to school. I went to school for church ministries. You know, and I kind of, you know, I don't think I'm exactly where I thought I was going to be. You know, pastoring a church maybe or something like that. But a lot of times in the paranormal field, I think, you know, people are put in my life that need help or just need someone to talk to. You know, I don't have to get paid to do good for people. I try to do well by people. You know what I mean? That's me.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do, man. Sometimes you try to help people and you get screwed over for it. That's just what happens, you know. It is what it is. But I'm not going to change who I am.
Right.
You know, just because.
And you got a lot of folks in the field that, and they may not realize it, you know, but they, you know, when you're in the field for a while or just even a little bit, you can get an attachment or two, and it'll mess your life up.
Oh,
It'll mess your life up.
absolutely. I tell that to people all the time on radio shows that I do. I said, people don't realize how dangerous this can be at times, and it's literally ruined some people's lives.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because some of these more severe attachments, it takes years to get rid of them. You know,
I had an entity and I hate to say I've been married twice. Second time we just tried to make it work, it wasn't going to work, and it was a peaceful end. But you know, I work at the penitentiary, where some of the worst people in history lived and died. You know, in the 10 acres of property. You know, and 2 nights, my ex-wife told me, eventually she told me, she says, the reason I want you working there is this happened twice. She said, you left, I heard you leave for work to do a night tour. And she said, it sounded like you walked back up the steps, walked through the kitchen into the living room. And I heard what sounded like you standing in the middle of the floor area. I went out and looked, there's no one there. The weird thing is, our ceiling fan, which was not on, she said was slow, just turning to the point where it should have stopped. You know what I mean? Should have stopped. And the second time, she said, I heard you leave for work. Heard what sounded like you walked back up the steps, walked through the kitchen, walked through the living room. But this time it walked into the hallway, walked into the bedroom. And she said, I could hear the floorboards creaking.
Wow.
Where I was standing, I was so petrified I could barely pray for protection.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
You know? And that was pretty much the end of it for her. I'm like,
hey, Nick White just popped in the chat room.
hey, what's up, Nick?
Steve says, hey, what's up, Nick? Yeah, we're just kind of chilling for a few minutes. We've got some devices set up on the embalming table just to see if anything will take any hits, you know. Just kind of BS, and Steve's telling some stories and from working at the pen and some stuff about the artifacts he has in the museum here. Yeah, if you guys don't know what Cage of Darkness is, that's Nick White from the Bell Witch show. He's in the chat room. Good dude. Hey, he said, what's up, Steve?
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, so, you know, we're just chilling, man. This is not, not really one of my normal more serious investigations. We're just kind of hanging out, promoting the Steve's Museum. I'm going to go out in the school here in a little bit, walk around with the camera, do some, just do some equipment checks and see what we get.
Yeah.
And, like I said, Steve's doing an event up here at the school, and the museum will be open for investigation, which is really cool. And it's going to be cool, man.
Is that you?
What? That
Your stomach
Gurgle?
gurgle or something?
Yeah, my stomach gurgled.
Oh, okay.
It was when I was talking. So,
Oh.
yeah, so, it's a cool little location, man. I just, what gets me is this school. Why is there so much activity in this school,
I remember as a kid, I went through all 6 grades here. I always remembered. It's weird, like.
Hold on, let me get that on camera.
Okay.
You can tell that story. So you went to school here, right?
Yeah.
So tell me how, why does everyone, was it from all the kids and people that went to school here talking about things they experienced that everybody knew this place was haunted? They just didn't know why?
Originally, it was kind of hard to really address the paranormal aspect of it because, one lady got really mad. She's like, I couldn't believe you would think, not really to me, but on the Facebook page because I was trying to promote night tours, for the place. It helps keep the doors open, helps pay the bills. And she's like, I couldn't believe you would think the school was haunted, this, and this, and that, and going on about this. I'm like, listen, lady, this is an entirely different Facebook page from our typical Sanford Center page.
Right.
But I think, it's obvious, this place, you walk into it, if you have any ounce of sensitivity to the spirit realm,
you can feel it. Yep.
You feel like you're elbow to elbow with people as soon as you walk in the door. Our tenants, 9 times out of 10, our tenants, most of them don't want to admit it, but they'll share with me their experiences.
They'll tell that's what grabs me when people say, I don't believe in none of that stuff, but this one time.
But this was weird. They always go, I don't believe in this garbage, but there was this one time.
Exactly.
I'm like,
and
just
that's,
say it. Just say it. It's not taboo anymore.
Absolutely. And that's
the
what
paranormal is normal now.
Right,
just,
exactly. So it is one of the things.
But it's an amazing school. I've heard anything from footsteps, doors closing, children laughing, which is always creepy. Kids are creepy.
Yeah.
Devices work very well here at REM Pods tonight and the night my friends and I were in here for our YouTube project. It doesn't. It's not on the big mainstream. Which I don't care if it does or not. If people come in here and they want to investigate, we have it set up where they can. And the nice thing is, and especially the winter months, it's heated. So where can you go where it's heated, to investigate?
Yeah.
But long story short, another blessing I had is literally having to move from my old location to here. So moving the museum in here has also brought foot traffic into the school as well. So now people know more about the school, the functions that the other tenants have and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's the energy, like you said, the kids, the teachers, the janitors, everyone doing their job over all these years. The prison. I'm used to doing prison tours. The school was built back in the 20s. The lower addition back in the back was added in the 1950s. So that's a lot of time, a lot of repetitive. Running through the hallways, different things like that.
Energy.
Going on here. Energy, yeah.
Yep.
And then you have businesses moving back into the school. The last 4 rooms on the back part, it's a gymnastics. 2 rooms up here on the back side on the 2nd floor, taekwondo. And what do those require? Energy. Energy, energy, energy.
Not to mention, like we stated earlier, this whole town is built on top of sacred Native American land.
The Adinas, yeah. They date back to around 200 BC.
Yep.
So, that's there's a lot here. A lot of it's compiled. Plus, you have underground water sources like anywhere else, plus underground coal mine tunnels, now filled with water, feeding right into the Ohio River.
And this whole area is on a major ley line, by the way, too. It is.
It's an interesting place.
Yep. Which hence may be one of the reasons the natives built what they built here.
Yeah.
Because they were very sensitive.
Much in tune.
Yep, very in
to
tune.
the spirit world.
So it's cool stuff. Let me get back on this. I got to do some adjustments on the battery pack. That was from me setting that off. So don't think it's a ghost. Get this. You had it set up perfect.
Great.
All right, shut up. This thing is just, I don't think it's functioning properly. It shouldn't go off for vibration.
Right. I think it might be
might be a loose wire.
You have a buddy go in there.
Like I said, I've had this thing for years. It's been in the mill, so like I said, I think it's time for a new REM pod. But there's also a REM on the millimeter that's on right now too. So see. All right, let me do some battery swappage here on this IR light because I noticed it was going dead. If I can get that thing off there, man, it's got some serious Velcro.
Okay. What gets me is the obvious 5 isn't going off.
I know. Weird. I haven't changed the battery. That's one good thing about those lights I was telling you about too. They last for a long time on the battery side too. I haven't changed this out in like 4 investigations.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's got the rechargeables on one.
So I keep telling, especially if you get to it, you keep telling Dave Ryan, so I just get rechargeable batteries.
Yeah, that's the best way to go, dude. I mean, it really is.
The bottom of Ryan's double A, triple A batteries.
Yep. Lose these
So what town are you from again?
Somersville.
Summer, that's right. We wanted to camping down there.
Rocks.
Now my family, we got some camp lots at Rippling Waters. Around Romance, Ripley. But I'm going to get Somersville, because that water just looks gorgeous in the summertime.
Oh, it's awful. I take my boat down there all the time. I live on the lake in the summer.
Now there's like a town underneath of it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that till this year.
Yeah, it's called Gad.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing left on it though.
It by now it'd be all rotted away.
I think there's a couple like foundations and stuff, but nothing major.
Still graves down there?
Yep.
See, I don't know why they wouldn't just
I think. Yeah.
I thought they at least
Yeah, I think they relocated the graves. I'm not for sure, but you know they used to always say they relocate them, but they just moved the headstones.
They had that down the river where they expanded that power plant. They got a whole cemetery for that. I hate for you guys. Hate to sound superstitious, but I ain't gonna mess with that.
No.
Of course, living in Moundsville, you don't have much choice.
True. So you know you were born and raised here, right, Steve?
Yeah, and ironically, I found out since after the last time you and I got to hang out and stuff like that. My aunt Jenny, she retired. She lives in Miamisburg, Ohio now, but she started doing our genealogy. Check this out. We never knew this. My 7th great grandfather was Joseph Tomlinson Jr. He and his 2 brothers were the first settlers in the valley.
Oh, really?
So I date back to from the get-go, right?
Yeah.
He was actually the one to discover the mound.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I was pretty pumped about that. Fought American Revolution. He's a badass in the war.
That's cool, man.
Buried up Mount Rose. And you actually got a new headstone for the American Revolutionary area. And actually, his wife was Elizabeth Tomlinson. The original town in this area was Elizabethtown. And that was from 3rd Street here, but up towards the main drag, and then over towards Mount Rose. Moundsville originated down by the river. It was the true river town.
How the hell did that happen?
What's that?
It's shooting it's shooting the spring out of the freaking battery thing, dude.
Come loose?
Yeah. The pressure from it. See?
Yeah. So they eventually, Elizabethtown and Moundsville merged, and they went with Moundsville instead of Elizabethtown.
Man. That's like one of my biggest expenses, man, is batteries, dude.
Oh, yeah. I told Dave and Ryan that we should write Energize and see if they would actually sponsor us.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what do you want? You want money? No, we just want batteries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When we investigate, we use Energizer batteries.
Which, sad to say off the record, Rayovac lasts the best.
You are alive.
Oh, no.
There goes your shot with them.
All right, Duracell, let's do it. I feel like that part of Talladega Nights where they're going over the different advertisements.
Yeah.
I don't chew Big Red, you don't chew Big Red, well then F you. You ever watch the bloopers? Oh, they're freaking great.
Alright, let me see if this...
It's quiet as a church mouse over there.
The what?
It's quiet as a church mouse over
Yeah,
there.
I know, man. I mean, last time, man, this table was just off the chain. I mean, it literally was off the chain.
Well, we didn't do much unless they saw something we didn't.
Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to just do a test walk out here in the hallway real quick. Oh, tag on it.
Broke my spine, man.
I'll have to charge the box up here in a little bit. It only lasts for about an hour, a little over an hour.
Take your time.
Alright guys, I'm going to walk you out to the, out in the hallway of the school here. Oop.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, look for this light on.
Yeah.
You close that door if you want.
I'll have to come back and get some equipment in a minute. So this is a hallway that has a lot of activity in it. Hey, Steve, how far does the internet signal reach down this hallway?
I'm not certain.
Okay.
I've never actually tested it. I want to use my phone here. So.
Yeah, we'll go down here. I'm going to leave the camera sitting in the middle of the hall. There have been a lot of shadow figures in this school scene. All kinds of crazy stuff. Which classroom's open?
What's that?
Which classroom's open?
To your right. The next one down from me.
Okay. Let me see, class 204. Well, we still got good signal. We should be fine. There's the old chalkboard. I had some crazy stuff happen in here before, guys, in these classrooms. So this, like I said, this school has been featured on a couple of, or at least one paranormal TV show that I know of. People had some crazy experiences in here. And so I'm going to set this here, watch this for a few minutes while I get some, I'm going to get the ghost box and whatnot. And I'll be right back. Oh, that's a pretty good signal down there. So. It's up in Ohio. I'm We just had a crazy experience with the millimeter when I was grabbing it, guys, to bring it out here. What?
It's charged.
Yeah.
Freaking charged.
All right.
Let's see if she'll.
All right. So
this is what. Okay. This is what it was doing before. He backed away. Nothing here. I'm close to this area here.
Yeah, we were measuring it, and that's the REM pod. Look, that's red, dude. That was maxed out. Now it's like over there more.
But the weird thing is, about this high.
Yep. Gone. Just right in that area.
Whoa.
And that's the REM function. That's red maxed out, man.
Now again, let's try this again. Get to where. Alright. Try to find you, okay? Don't move. Don't move.
I want to get this in regular footage here since we got the light on.
Now, before we had the camera, I asked if it was Annie to back away from it. Something touch you?
Yep. Okay. Something just touched my right hand. Yeah, so where he's at right now. No, but it was on. It was. There you go. She's over by you.
Yeah. Hey, Annie, could you back away from it? Now, could you walk back to it? You still around here, Annie? Come on. Yeah. Come on.
It's real light now. That's weird.
Just could be dissipating.
Mm-hmm. Just to make you guys know, it's there now. It's right there, same place it was. Just to let you guys know, that is the REM function. That is nothing else. You have to do this to break that. That is freaky, man. Why would it be right there? And
this could be from a different time.
And at the same time, the K2 was taking hits, but
it was back over there.
There we go.
And this could be from a different time period too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, this would have been back of the school. This would have been back of the classroom. Mm-hmm. Teachers were always up this
way. Up front, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's back up a little bit. Yep. Nothing.
Annie?
I want you to follow Steve. Follow Steve and touch that device again like you were doing.
I'm going to take a little walk through. Okay? It's not malfunctioning. I'm shaking it. It's not,
no.
Nothing like that. Temperature's holding tight. Nothing doing now. It's 5.
Is it me or am I smelling something?
I burned incense here before.
No, it don't smell like that. It smells like poop. Sulfur. I smell sulfur. It's right here. Right here.
I'm not getting
Do you
a
smell
whiff of
it?
it yet. Something like a slight, like undertone.
I smell something, man.
Off.
Yeah, it's not normal. It's not a normal smell. Ooh, noise.
Right here. I'm getting like something's behind me right now. I like instantly like freaking chills all over my body right now. Come on now. You can tell this is a controlled environment. This is a heated building. Better we put enough money into the heating system. Who just walked up behind me? Are you from the school or are you from...
Let me back off. See, I don't want them run it away.
Are you from the school? Are you from the museum? Or somewhere else? If you're from the school, tell you what, I'll do it this way. Give me that space. Back away. If you're from the school, could you please go over and touch the little silver stick, the antenna, on the back of that, on the top of that device? If you're from the school. If you're from the museum, excuse me, could you go close to the device, touch that antenna? Which was the third question.
Was that you?
That was me.
Okay.
Are you from somewhere else? Entirely different type of entity than someone from the past. A person, human being from the past.
Man, I'm smelling that smell.
It's cold over here. It's like chilled over here. Not me, I took a shower.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not even BO.
Right.
It's straight up sulfur poop smell is what I'm
Really?
smelling. Yeah.
Oh, I was seeing that blue light off your rig
Oh.
reflecting the flame. I'm like, what? What's that? I thought something off the table going on.
That's kind of weird, man. That whole flurry. You know, that's how it happens, folks. That was.
Does it again.
Yeah, that's totally accidental. Let's come back here by the desk and
This
see.
might be something residual.
Yeah, look at that. Turn that light off, just for shits and giggles. Let's just see what happens here. See if it's.
It might have been it, yeah.
But that shouldn't. Dude, it should not set
Over
off
here.
the REM pod, though. That's the REM pod.
Yeah, and it went up to like red over here.
Yeah, there's no way. Hold on, let me check this. See? Well, it's off now,
Yeah,
but
turn it back on.
yeah, turn it back on. Let's debunk this if we can.
This went off over here.
Yeah.
Just turn it on.
3.
Yeah.
But look,
But you come over here. Why is it going over here?
there's no way.
Watch this though.
It's got to be something to do with that light. Wait a minute, is that light freaking haunted?
Shouldn't be.
But the K2 is it's taking some hits off of it, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to debunk that because we can't say that's paranormal, man, now.
No.
Okay, whatever. It was interesting for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, it was putting off some serious freaking...
I've never seen a light bulb
set off
set up to
REM.
freaking red though.
I've never
That's
seen
what
it
it's
set
got.
off a
One or
REM
two-
pod function. What was that? Alright.
I got there in the hallway.
Alright. That was my hand.
Yeah.
That's it. It's got to be it.
So when you pointed at it. Yeah.
Alright. Back to out in the hallway.
Okay.
Well, we thought we had something, guys, but that's what that's what you got to do. You got to try to debunk stuff. But I did smell a sulfur smell, which is really creepy. All right, so I'm gonna walk around, see if I get any EMF hits out here. Let's do a walkthrough, and then I'm gonna take you down where I saw that shadow figure. And here.
I just checked real quick and went back to the airplane.
Yeah, see, it takes you right off. It takes me right off the internet if you get on there, dude.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, it's back on.
but that was like 5 minutes ago. I went on for like 10 seconds and got back off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was just checking to see if Jen was still on.
Okay. Yeah, but it's like a delayed reaction.
Oh, yeah.
It'll take a little bit and then it'll knock me off.
Oh. Is there something better I can get for that would help people out in case it happens again?
What's that?
Like the better boost?
It has to be more signal, because this takes up a ton of bandwidth doing this, man.
Oh. Makes sense.
Alright. I'm gonna walk downstairs and see what happens.
Yeah, man.
I wanna go down there right where I saw that shadow figure and see if I can get anything on the ghost box.
I'll be right here. Remember that one little light switch is at the bottom of the steps?
Yeah.
Turn that hallway off.
Okay. Right there on the...
It'll be on your right hand side as you go down.
For the stairwell? That's alright. Alright, I'm going down to the... Whoa! That's a light. That light there is putting off some major EMF, bro. Now it's the same internet downstairs? Alright, I hope it picks it back up because I'm on red again. Okay, so let me turn the lights off here. This is where I had the encounter, guys. Okay, I guess you can't do this. Alright, the freaking millimeters on 666 right here. Alright, so I was walking down this hallway directly behind my back when I was here last time doing an investigation. And I was like this. I'll try to recreate it a little bit for you. I was like this right here walking. And I was looking at my piece of equipment, and I looked up and a shadow figure manifested right there and went right by me. It was smoky in nature, and I felt the breeze go right beside me. It was just really, really freaky. So, you know, pretty creepy stuff. So I'm gonna do a ghost box right here, just to see, because I didn't really try to communicate with anything right there at the time. So. Reese, who's here in this school? Who? Who is the person that is seen roaming the hallways of this school? Is it Mrs. Sanford? Just told me don't talk. Said don't talk. Who just said that? Is there any Native American spirits in this school? Did anything bad happen in this school? Anybody die? is the best place for me to communicate with you at? What showed itself to me here so many years ago? What was it? Was it good or bad? Good? Okay. Was it a teacher or a principal, yes or no? Can you say teacher or principal? Was it a prior student? If it was a student, say student. If it was a student, say student. I need to know what it is, if it's one of those three, or more than one. How many spirits roam the halls of the school? Do you have a number? Who's the boss here? Who's the boss? If you guys hear anything in the chat or you see anything, make sure you type it in there or send me a message after the video is over. Do you want me to move down the hall farther, yes or no? Huh? Let me use a trigger object. You know what this is? Can you tell me what that is? I'm holding in my hand. What is it? What is it? What is that? Okay. I'm going to move down the hallway a little bit, guys. I'll keep the ghost box running and see what happens. What? Just said my name. Who said Dave? Who said Dave? Keep Christmas lights up. Who just said Dave again? Well, the internet signal's now, guys. The walls of the school are really thick. I'm going to try to go down this creepy ass hallway over here. Looks like no signal. Alright, we'll go back upstairs. Check the signal, check the computer, make sure it's not kicking out. Tell us your name on the ghost wall. I'm gonna try to get down there to the, so you said the stage is where the other router's at?
No, it's like right behind where, like if you're sitting on the stage behind, like to your back, it's where the office is, and that's where the original, like the main thing is.
Okay, so if my back's to the stage right there, I should be good.
Correct.
Alright, let's try it again. I hope we don't lose picture and stuff, guys, but I'm just trying to give you, this school's pretty good size, so we'll just have to see. Some lights cannot go off in this school, guys, so it is what it is. Let's see. This is where a major light anomaly was seen. And I talked about it on the stage, so I'm going to do a ghost box session in here. Oh yeah, should have good signal now. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Who or what is in this school? Show yourself to me now. What? I'm going to set the box right here. Show yourself to me, or the camera. Everybody wants to see you. Now's the chance to let everyone know you're real. Whoa, 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 whoa. Door, yeah. All right, I got to tell you guys what just happened. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Holy crap. All right, so Steve is upstairs, right? Those doors right there, there's some light coming through them. And I saw something pass through the light. Let me see if I can get it on regular. All right, let it focus for a second. All right, it's tough to see, I know, but there's light coming through those doors, and there's a crack you can see on the floor. Camera's not picking it up. With your naked eye, you can see it. And I saw something pass through those freaking windows, man. And the crack. Yeah. Who was it that just passed by those doors? See the light coming through down there? That's freaky, man. Lowell? Did you say Lowell? That was creepy, man. Can you come and show yourself? I'm not going to be here very long. Let's see if I can get the doors behind me. All right, right there's those doors I saw that coming. Who passed through the door? Oh shit! A fucking shadow figure over there, dude. Dude, I swear there's something darker than dark right there at the corner of that door. Is that you standing over there in the corner? Right there in that corner. In that dark section. Can you move your arm or something and show me that you're standing there? If you guys see anything, make sure you let me know. Show yourself. If anything comes out of that dark corner, any movement. Who's in the corner? What the hell is the camera unfocusing for? Something's making the camera not focus or get out of focus too. That's freaking weird. Who's down there? What the hell's going on down there? You guys see that? Under that door down there? Oh shit, I just heard a disembodied voice. Who's in here with me? I'm telling you, man, there's fucking movement going on under that door down there. Can you guys see that? Man, that is just freaking weird, creepy too. Who's in this gym? What is making the camera go out of focus? That's creepy, man. I swear I saw stuff moving down there. Freedom? Who said freedom? That's just nuts. I want you to come through that door and show yourself. I think you can do it. Can you do it? I think it just said on the ghost box you saw it. You saw me. Let's try this. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to put the millimeter down there and see if they can set it off. Huh. All right. I'm bringing something for you. I'm just going to say you're not going to attack me or hurt me in the leg. Quickly turn around the voice again. Good. All you got to do is that really good. You gotta go out and touch it. Alright, I put the millimeter down there, guys. Right there where the light's coming through. So if something breaks that light, should be able to see it. Light, yeah. See, it heard me say light. It's saying light now. Man, this camera is something's really messing with this shit. Whoa, what was that? Did you guys see that? Yes, the ghost box said yes. There's that movement again. Come on, you can do it. Who's in here with me right now? I can feel you. I know you're here. Listen to me. Tell me what you're doing here. Huh? What are you doing here? Why are you hanging out? Is it saying get out now? I can't tell. What the hell? What the fuck? Now, bring me Peter. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just saw, it looked like a face in the square window, but I think it was paranoia, because it's got those windows with the wire mesh inside, so it's creepy in here, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's creepy in here. What are you? Alright, I'm hearing movement. I'm turning those lights off. No, it's hold on, I'll turn it back on in a minute. If there's something in here with you, can you make it loud bang out when I count to 3? 1, 2, 3. One more time. Somebody in here with me. When I count to 3, scream out your name, make a loud bang, do something to let me know you're here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm down here all by myself. Don't be afraid to show yourself to the camera or to me. Touch one of these devices I have. Touch one when you're here. Do this. Or touch this. It'll light up. When I count to 3, touch one of these devices. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know, man. It's really creepy and heavy feeling in here, guys. And I know I saw movement down there. Me and Steve are the only 2 people in the building. Like I said, it's a big size grade school. He's upstairs. I'm downstairs all by myself. There's nobody else in there. There's something back there. You know, you can't say every little noise you hear is paranormal. You can't say, you know, what it is you're communicating with. We just don't know, but we know there's something there. You know, that's why we try to do, you know, you want to get a specific reaction when I say, hey, when I count 3, do this or do that, because then you're communicating with something if it's doing it on command when you ask it to. There's a pretty good knock. That was not me either. If you're here with me, do that noise again when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. You know, and sometimes, who knows, you know, guys, if they don't want to communicate, they're not going to. You know, that's my personal opinion. And especially if it's an intelligent spirit, if it doesn't like you or just doesn't feel like communicating, sometimes they won't. You know, it's luck of the draw and everything when you do this stuff. So I had some pretty interesting things happen tonight. I'm going to head back upstairs and talk to Steve a little bit more and call it a night. I don't want to show too much because I want the people that come to the event, I want them to come and experience this place. It's pretty awesome. You know, you need to come and check it out. So with that being said, I'm going to move back up to the top. Like I said, I've had some pretty crazy experiences in here last time I was here too, and as well as in the museum, so it's a pretty cool place. And then, you know, if you investigate here, it's very reasonable. A lot of places charge outrageous amounts of money. I think it's like $150 a night to have the whole school and the museum. I think, I don't know, I don't want to speak without knowing for sure, but Steve can fill you in on that. But I'm going to head back upstairs and back into the museum. Stand by. There we go. Feel free to follow. I know you're down here. Never lost picture?
Just
On there I might have, but not on the channel.
Once you got back to the gym, you were pretty much your goal.
Okay.
Yeah, but you had reporting seeing shadows and this and that.
Dude, it was freaky down there.
It's one of the worst areas.
I saw, you know how the light in that one hallway where the pop machine is?
Yeah.
As the light comes through, because those lights always
Yeah.
stay on. I saw something break the light 2 or 3 different times.
Yeah. That's that hallway. That's that hallway.
I mean, that was crazy, man.
I kind of felt a bit of what happened. I said he's heading down there and should be come back on. So. But
Did they say they lost picture?
they did a little bit,
Just
but then
barely?
once you got back to the gym and just got back into the area, then you were fine. But you were up to 22 people.
Yeah.
13, 22 down.
That's
there.
just the people in the chat.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was. Let's see.
Oh, like there's people watching on mobile and stuff. It doesn't register all that.
Yeah, it's like.
It should be a few hundred views right after it's done. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's the part where it gets really heavy there, man.
It was weird filming in that gym too. So,
It's a funky old building.
so what? Come over here into the camera again, man, and
Ow.
let's tell. You can fill them in on what it costs to investigate this place if they're a group watching and they want to learn more about it.
You're moving the thing like do the geophone.
Yeah.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah, you can just go right there again.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
For those of you who were watching, I was filling you in with information while he was down at the gym, so I tried to put like parentheses Steve to help keep him informed. But the Sanford Center, or Sanford Elementary School, we go by here for the tours. We do offer overnight stays, which consists mainly of the gymnasium, the hallways. We have 4 community rooms that I unlock, people have access to. We do have people who actually have businesses in here too, so those rooms, unfortunately, are not available. That's why I actually had the price decreased in accordance to that. But we do for $175. It's a flat rate for a group. It's private. You have access to the 4 community rooms, the gymnasium, the hallways on the first floor, and the hallways here on the second floor, and you have also access to the archive of the Afterlife. Plus, again, wintertime, it's heated. It's a great deal. You're not going to freeze to death.
Can't beat it. Yeah. So what do they do if they overnight? Do they sleep in here? Do they?
No, it's just a typical.
This is a normal
like,
investigation. Okay.
I work at the prison. It's an ongoing investigation from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
So if there's a group, I'm sure they get tired. They can sit on the floor and take a power nap while the other guys are investigating.
Oh yeah. I mean,
But it's a cool place, guys. It's active. I'll tell you that right now. Not as much happened this time for me as other times in the museum and stuff, but it doesn't matter. That's paranormal investigating.
Yeah, it's not like going to a Sears and Roebuck catalog and ordering what you want to get.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wouldn't be investigating.
We had some interesting device hits and heard some interesting noises. I swear to God, I heard a couple of disembodied voices in that
I heard a couple more up here after you left the second time.
So,
it was quite interesting.
Pretty weird stuff. I had a really bad vibe in that gym for whatever reason. I was getting kind of nervous, to be honest with you, when I saw the light breaking on the other side of the doors.
Where you had the camera set up, if like the door you walked into, right out that side that door is where I saw that 6 to 7 foot black human-looking mass.
Yep.
And that I'll never forget that night. I turned around and looked back towards the room that you guys were in. And then it dawned on me, I see 4 people at the end of the hallway when I thought one of you guys was walking with me. And then, like literally, I looked this way up at the hallway.
Yeah.
And I looked back here where he was standing is where this enormous black mass is. And then I just, scared the crap out of me.
And that's
it's amazing.
Pretty much the same thing I saw down the other hallway.
Same night.
And, the same night. And, it was really big and smoky.
Yours walked into a wall, didn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Kind of, sort of.
It came at me. Like, I was looking down at my equipment, and I looked up. It wasn't there, and I looked down at my equipment, looked up, and there it was. And then it just went whoosh, and it was smoky. Smoky in nature, and I felt the cold wind come off.
Charcoal smoke.
Blacker than black.
Yeah.
And you could see the smokiness coming off. It was spooky as hell.
Just talking about it right now, just reliving the chill factor.
Yep, and I don't know what the hell it was, but it was there, and then I kind of freaked out for a second, turned, and it was no longer there.
I'll tell you what, even in the daytime, when I got to come once in a while, just check the halls.
I think I let out a big scream and said the F-bomb because I said, "Whoa,"
Yeah, I mean,
it scared the shit out of me, to be honest with you, because once you feel something like that either pass through you or next to you, and you can feel that energy and that wind come off of it, that ice cold wind.
I had that happen to me, but at the prison in the sugar shack.
Yeah, and it's just, you can't even describe the feeling you get from that, man.
Like, I couldn't move for like at least 5-10 seconds. It was a paralyzing chill. You couldn't go anywhere. your brain's telling you to keep going, but your body's like, I can't.
Yep.
It's an intense feeling.
It's crazy, man. So, anyway, guys, wanted to give you this is just a quick look at the museum and the school. Come up and show it around for Steve a little bit, and where the event's going to be at the end of April.
Yep.
And if you have a group or you're an investigator, come on by, man. Call, message them on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, it's Tuesday through Saturday, 1 to 6, but it doesn't hurt to check with me on Facebook. Sometimes I got to run to the house and check on my grandparents and take care of family stuff, but yeah.
Yeah,
9 times out of 10.
Private investigation. Message them, get a hold of them.
Facebook.
All right, brother. It's
Thanks,
been
man.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Pleasure.
Every time.
All right,
every
man.
time, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you letting me come up and showing the folks.
Anytime. Anytime,
museum.
you're more than welcome.
So, thanks, guys, for tuning in and sharing all this, and we'll see you next time on Real Supernatural, man. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Stay creepy.
That's right.
Oh, there it worked. The flashlight worked.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I figured downstairs. I said, I'm going to try that. Let me tell everybody about it in the chat real quick. Give some shout outs to Angie, SLSE, Bobby, Crystal, thanks to my mods, and Annie. Donna Gordon, hey. Yeah, I know it goes out. It's weird because something was messing with the camera. Hey, Nick, Cage of Darkness team. Appreciate you stopping in the chat, saying hi to everybody. Midnight in a Marada, however you pronounce that. D. Duran, Andrew Cox. A lot more of this stuff coming, guys. This is just a quick, I think I gave you a day notice. I said, hey, Steve, let me come up. And he said, yeah. Karen Clark, hey, thanks. Anybody else, I appreciate you guys popping in and checking out. Don't forget to check out the Paranormal Quest team's YouTube page. Subscribe to them if you have not. Anybody else?
Yeah, we just uploaded a new video, too, about a couple days ago.
Yeah, where was that?
Strand Theater.
Strand Theater.
Trying to get Night Tour set up there, but it's like pulling teeth.
Kathy Salento, thank you, hon. Kathy runs A1B radio station on A1B on the podcast. If you guys haven't seen yet, me and David Weatherly are coming out with a new video, Point Pleasant Files. Pretty cool stuff. It'll be on DVD in the near future. And we have several more coming out this year. Stuff no one's seen before that we filmed, and it's pretty intense stuff. Yeah, having a group birthday party, paranormal party at my place, yeah. I'll get right on that, Donna. Alright guys, have a good night. You all rock, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Steve says later on, take care.
Look back, you got some stuff. That was pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
a little bit,
down
this
there,
was,
man.
short amount of time and whatnot.
Yeah.
I like to come up and really get down and do
Yeah,
this place
yeah.
sometime. Old lady went, she's not too happy. I said, I'm going tomorrow. You know how
We could do a little event if you want and get
Yeah.
Dave, Ryan, and Jason up here, and you, and maybe have like an investigate with type situation, and
Yeah, we can do
a
something
little
like
event
that.
like that,
Yeah.
have some fun.
Yeah.
Cap it.
Cap it at, what, 20?
Yeah, we do that. Keep 10 upstairs, 10 downstairs, and then maybe switch them around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we could set up in the gymnasium. We could do it as a. Yeah. All right.
And then reached out and grabbed it.
Just jump right up there and bit me.
Yeah.
But
right in the buttocks.